So we went racing.
At Shenandoah Speedway.
How was it?
It was really fun.
Would you do it again?
Heck yeah.
Anything happen?
At the last session, yeah.
Let's watch.
It's race day. I'm gonna eat.
I've got a radio in here. I'll try to, but he'll be on the same channel as he is, so I'll try to talk to you both as much as I can. Their caution lights are not working today, so they're gonna have yellow flags here and over here, I think.
I'll try to be down here so that I can flag.
Yeah, you just have to really watch for the flags and all that.
So make sure that you're paying attention, all right?
Yeah.
So,
that's for all the drivers, not just you. So.
B, what are we doing?
Meet and greet.
Meet and greet. We're down here so we can meet all of our favorite drivers. Hold on. All right, go ahead and start it up. All right, I love you. Have fun.
Hey, you're all right. You did a good job, dude. You did a good job. That's how you do it, bro. Did it break that tie rod in?
Yes, sir.
It's broken? You want to hop right here and just steer it, and I'll push you with the go-kart?
All right, guys, so B glazed his brakes and lost his brake pedal. He scuffed it down into the wall. I'll get his opinion on it here in a little bit. But we got the car back into the pits. We got the nose off of it. We started looking at some damages. Not too bad. We got a broke spindle, as you can see here, and a broke tie rod in. So we'll get her fixed up. We'll get B back in the car. And we'll on to the next. right, guys. So B's looking at the damage. So we got a broken spindle, right? So we broke the spindle. It's just bent, right?
Okay.
And then, yeah, see how the spindle is
Yeah.
bent right here, and then you broke your tie rod in. So Mr. Malcolm was saying,
It's not a big deal. Look, that one easy stick to get, and then this is a little harder, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, replacing this is about a 10-minute job. All that's about 10 minutes. It's not
Yeah,
that
so-
big a deal to fix it.
so not
There's
bad
just
at all.
no parts trailer here.
But what Mr. Malcolm was saying is he said the brakes look good. He said maybe we were worried about if you were maybe riding the brakes a little bit and got them hot and glazed them.
Maybe what happened.
So that, you know, no big deal, learning experience, right? Hey, but don't feel bad because there's a dude with a way more expensive race car over there that just did the same thing that you did.
He's got a lot more expensive stuff going
And a
on
lot
there.
more expensive
And dude,
stuff.
when I
I don't know if he lost his brakes, but he put it into the wall and it broke the tie rod in, basically, bit the tie rod in.
When I
So-
started doing this, that's what I did. I rode my brakes.
Yeah, my older son used to ride the brakes. I had to put a big spring on the brake pedal so he would quit doing it because you're not thinking about it. So
Yeah, it
for
just-
him, he doesn't even keep his foot on the brake. It's in the middle of the car.
Unless you're in a, oh man, I need to stop. Like, keep your foot off of it, you know?
But it's easy to do.
And then another thing, right, that Adrian and Adam, you know, all them talk about is whenever your foot's not on the brake and you're riding, it'll shake your calipers loose. And Mr. Malcolm was talking about this the other weekend too. It'll shake your pads away from your rotor, right? And so right before you get to the curve, you just give it a light tap to close that caliper up to you know, put your pads on it. But no big deal, buddy. So we'll get this all fixed up, and if you want to get back in it, then you can get back in, not tonight, but the next race. You know, we'll get it fixed, and if you want to get back in it,
If we
you
were
can
at
get back in it.
Dominion, we'd have it fixed and ready to go because they got a parts trailer there. We got
Yeah.
nothing here,
So,
which stinks. I carry a fair amount of parts, but I'm out of my spindles.
If we go to the next track, I'll get back in.
okay. So what is our main lesson that we learned tonight?
Don't ride your brakes and
That's
move
one.
your foot.
And what's the second one? This is the most important. This should be ingrained in your mind more than anything.
If your brakes go out, turn your engine off and slow
Nothing
down.
about brakes.
Nothing about brakes. If anything happens, if you lose steering, if you think that you are not in control of your car at all, kill the ignition. And then if the ignition doesn't kill it and you're still running, then we go back to plan B, right? Which is exactly what you did tonight. You know, just bring it down into the wall and get it stopped. But again, and I'm sure Mr. Malcolm will attest to this, you're not in an ambulance. None of these other kids are in an ambulance, and we got, you know, a couple $100 worth of parts replaced, okay? So,
Not even that. I think the spindles are like 60 and the tie rod's like 15 or something like that.
yeah, so not much at all.
But the most important thing for tonight,
It's not alive.
did you have fun?
Yes.
Okay. I could care less about this or anything else. We're not worried about riding the brakes. Next time we'll worry about riding the brakes.
But here's another thing from Dad's point of view, right? I would much rather you learn a lesson on this racetrack tonight than be on the road course at Dominion with 30 cars. You know, if you're on a road course and, you know, that would have happened, you know, it would have been a little bit more stressful. So
Yes.
the one thing I want you to think about, oh crap, problem, engine off. That should be, you know, play that over and over again.
One of the things I noticed is while I was driving, it felt like the brake pedal had gone farther from my foot.
So that's what happens whenever you get them hot.
See there, right now it's only traveling about an inch because their back cooled off now. All the fluids cooled off. So it's working. I had him pull it while I looked at the rear and they're actuating like they're supposed to. But it's okay. You're not the first one that's ever boiled brake fluid. We lost them. I've got an air duct for Charlotte to cool the brakes because we use them so much down there, and it's still boiled them, and he lost the brakes.
So not just the pads getting hot or the rotor getting hot, but also the fluid gets hot. That's why, remember in Trans Am when me and Adrian, we would always bleed the brakes before every session. We just give it 2 or 3 pops. Is to get that hot, nasty fluid out of the caliper, right? So again, lesson learned, buddy. And I'd much rather you learn it in this thing than, hey, let's go out here and put you in any car, right? And now you're, oh my God, you know, and what would I do?
You're fine, right? You're not even, are you sore anywhere?
perfectly fine.
I watched the video and he was, for like 2 laps, he was out there just trying to spin it, which now we know you cannot spin this out.
It's hard
right?
to, because I have it pretty tight, so you're not loose.
So, and then I watched him. He came out of 1 or out of 4, and he, like, you could see. I was like, please don't hit the tire, please don't hit the tire. And then he passed the tire, and then he just. So it was riding for a minute until he caught the tire. So well, good job, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't want to like ram it into the wall. I just wanted to put it onto the wall so it would slow down.
Yeah, no, I
tried to minimize the damage.
no complaints.
Oh, you did a pretty good job of that.
What I do instead of having it in like this, I put my foot like and then give it a big gap. So if anything happens, I can quickly hit the brakes. You're going back out tonight, right?
Yeah, we got
so you can watch my live. Yeah, I'll watch.
So that was the other thing I was going to talk to you about. I want you over here. And real important, all right, shout out to our sponsor. Don't get 3D printed go-kart brakes. I'm just kidding. We don't have 3D printed car brakes.